What's up, internet? Check it out. Lake Junealaska Dam. Let's try and focus the white balance here and check my hair. How's it looking? Looking good? Mustache on fleek? Beard is getting wily. Y'all, we are out here in Lake Junealaska, which is a little corner of western North Carolina. So I'm really not that far away from Johnson City. I was just there 2 days ago. My father was having a birthday, and it's rare, let alone will it ever happen again, that I get to see my mother and my father on the same day. On Friday, that was the case. Or no. Yeah, Friday. It's Sunday now. I've spent 2 nights. This is day 3. And this is a quiet little lake area. Check it out. There's a sign. Lake Junealaska. A lot of rules. There's a curfew out here, so I'm trying to scoot around in the daylight. But let's walk and talk with the dam in the background. Yeah, dude. Alright. Yeah. I gotta scoot back up here to my right. Look at this. Parking lot needs some work. There's a bit of a lake in Lake Junealaska's dam access parking lot. The temperature is almost cold here, so standing in front of that spray coming off the dam is really nice. Let me hold you in this hand, and we ride. Whee! Vibration, I'm picking up the vibration. Look. Wah! Wah! There is no lack of water on the eastern seaboard. I think there's actually flooding in certain parts of Tennessee because of heavy rains. I must have brought the monsoon with me, as well as 100-degree temperatures. The first few days I was in Tennessee, it was like 106, 108. That's how hot it was in Zion yesterday. That's crazy. All right, ride with me. Look, there's the main road, big bridge, and we're turning right, going up the hill. Please don't run over me. I just have to pray. Thank you. They gave me plenty of room. Woo-hoo. We are out here in the green, y'all. It is very lush, very well kept after here. This is basically a church community. And yeah, let's check this out. God, this scooter is so touchy. Oh, look at this, this is a guard shack, I'm pretty sure. So there's the lake. You can barely see it, but this first house right there, there's the orange buoy, and then a house just a little bit to the right of that. That's the rental that the Smelser side of the family, my dad's side of the family, his sisters, his grandfather had his 90th birthday. His father, my grandfather, had his 90th birthday there. It's a quiet little place. And because it's a church community, everybody that's even the slightest bit liberal heavily avoids this place. And I can understand why. I got some really skeptical looks when I was wearing tie-dye the other day. But thankfully, I'm not the only black sheep in this family. My uncle Mick, who married my dad's sister Teresa, who passed away last year, he wears tie-dye as well. He's a musician. He was a rock band he was in a rock band when he met my aunt Teresa, who, just like me, gave a lot away and left Tennessee for Vegas and became it's not exactly wearing bikinis dealing blackjack, but something very similar to that. So it's one of those things that it's like every 5th or 6th member of the Smelser family ends up finding their way out west and falling in love with it. Mick still to this day lives most of his time in California, but he's actually doing lots of international travel right now. And he's currently on another massive road trip that's taking him from here in North Carolina on the eastern seaboard all the way to San Diego. And he's supposed to be doing it in the course of maybe 2 days. Why? Why would anybody want to travel that far in 2 days on a road trip? Take your time a lot. 3 more days, 5 days at least. I'm going to take 6 days for the return journey. I'm planning it now. So y'all get to come with me on that. We started out at the base of the dam, and I'm about to show you the top side of the dam. We're going to walk past some people here. There's some kids running around. I'm not going to film the children. All right, just ride with me. Look at the lake. Look at it. Howdy, y'all. All right, check this out. They've replaced different boards from things that have rotted away, so it gives it this weird like piano keys effect, but y'all hear the effect? On the other side, where the traffic drives, you can look down and see where I was standing. And the parking lot is just down that way as well. So we've made a full circle in about 6 minutes. But the real view is this over here. Look at that. The smoke on the mountains. We are really close to the Great Smoky Mountains. My hair definitely is feeling the effects of moisture for the first time in 6 years. I spent a few times traveling back and forth to Tennessee for Christmas vacation and seeing my family, but that was always in the winter where humidity drops to very little. So down here in the heat of summer, it's nigh unbearable. Whoa, there's a crazy spider. Look at the spider. You get them. There's definitely mosquitoes out here, so you gotta watch out for those. But the family loves hiking around this little lake, what I'm scooting around right now. It's about 2.5 miles around the small portion of the lake and another 4 around the large portion. I just scooted around the whole thing. We're making our way back now. Howdy, y'all. Howdy. Look at this. It's a 1-lane bridge. Cars got us really slow down to go through here. Look at the little shed down there. But man, look at that view. I really don't miss living in East Tennessee. I don't miss the weather. I don't miss the people as much, but I love my family, so I will come back to see them, of course. And my friends and family, which y'all are family, my friends are. So those aren't the people I'm talking about. It's everybody else that lives out here that I don't want to talk to, don't want to see, and don't want to say howdy back when I say howdy. But you just don't get views like this in Boulder City. All right, so this is where the trail would continue, but notice, no bikes, no skateboards. Not cool. And also, there's an insane amount of traffic coming through here. So we're gonna wait for a little break here in the shade of, I'm not quite sure what this is. They look like cranberries. Somebody help me identify that one. So we'll wait for the break and then we're gonna merge into traffic. Y'all ready? Huh. 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 And we're merging. We're rolling uphill at a very slow speed. Slow but steady. We're climbing, what are we at, 8? Goodness, there's the lake. It's beautiful. So far, so good. Nobody behind me. Look at this. As we come around this corner, we get to see what is called Inspiration Point, with this insanely brightly lit 30-foot cross. Tell me how I know I'm in the Bible Belt, y'all. Oh God. That's been the catchphrase of the last few days. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm very respectful of other people's choice of religions. So, my uncle, who is a Lutheran pastor, we actually agree on a lot of things. He's very left-leaning. So, that's nice. Even my rather conservative uncles were confiding into me that they really like to know what's going on with the liberal side because they're trying to reach more towards socialism. And I'm like, excellent. We all need more of that in our life, don't we? So I filmed a little story from up here. Let's just ride over here and see what we can find. It's not cut for the traffic though. Yeehaw. Like that. Weird people. People not respecting it very much. Look at this thing. Very Vegas, if I can say so myself. What is that? A phone case? That's shiny Blue Ridge treasure right there. Ooh, perfect little snack spot. I'm gonna back up. You can almost see my car, but it's actually down here behind these trees. We're gonna keep on riding. This is how bumpy my scooter is, y'all. It's not as pleasant on my feet as it is on the video. Alright, merging. There are speed bumps all over. Because even though there's public US roads here and public houses that anybody could buy, including members of any socialist or liberal agenda, just giving some ideas, you know. It doesn't have to be all white nationalists living here. We can be the change. This is a fun little downhill section. We go, whee! Oh my God, hold on to the phone really tight. So hopefully y'all can still hear me over any wind noise. But just know the great American road trip that I be on is not even close to over. I've still got 5 weeks of cleaning my mother's house, my childhood home, if you will, age 15 to about 26. So we're taking a little break right now in Lake Junealaska. Yeah, that's a big bump. We're here next to the big old church that says auditorium. You'd think it'd mean for like concerts or something. It's really just for gospel. And then right beside it is the Sunday service chapel and wedding chapel, which if you've been following along on my stories, you'll have seen. It's gorgeous. It's about 120 years old and has this amazing garden. Like most of the properties out here go to 11 when it comes to the gardens, but that's the Memorial Chapel at Lake Junealaska. And there's the labyrinth down there. There's a little bit of waterfront. There's only one spot down here that is beachfront. And I don't even know if I'd trust myself jumping in this little area of water. But you can hear the family up there chatting. We're gonna go on it, plug in the scooter, check on the laundry, maybe go out for another ride. But just wanted to update y'all on what's going on. Tomorrow I'll be back in Johnson City, so keep an eye on the stories. I love y'all, and hopefully I'll be the last one to leave. I'll give y'all a tour of the Airbnb, number 87, which the Smelser family, my dad's side of the family, have been to probably 20 times. Wouldn't be surprised if they know us on a first name basis by now, but I gotta check on my laundry, so I will see y'all in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, favorite, follow along, send these videos to your friends, ask questions in the comments. And I have a question for y'all. What is the longest road trip you've ever taken? Leave me that down in the comments and I will respond to you. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Ta-ra! From my laundry.
Cheers.
You.